Yesterday's video wasn't my first attempt into casting. But a lot of people ask you, why did you get into casting? Well, I went a little bit different route than the other people did. They're doing it to save money and things like that. I was looking at a different aspect of survival. You people don't really realize it, but without even being aware of it, most of us have subcontracted almost all of our life support activities to other people, corporations, government bodies, and machines. Not only does this circumstance contribute to the sense of frustration which is symbolic of modern man, it is life-threatening should there ever be an interruption of these vital services. Stop and think for a minute. Almost 90% of the people in America live in cities. Their food and clothing comes from the labors of others. Various forms of energy are processed and delivered to their homes by others. The shelter they live in was probably built by others. It is protected by fire by others, and from intrusion more or less successfully by others. But we have this common interdependency in this complex civilization of ours. We are completely in the dark if we have lost sight of how vulnerable we really are, how unable we are through our own direct efforts to provide the core necessities which are required to support our own lives. That's why I got into reloading and casting. I mean, in the 60s and 70s, we weren't worried about a whole lot of things. We never even locked our doors at night. Things changed. You see banks getting, folding up. You see businesses moving. You see manufacturing places move out of the country, and you go, whoa, something's going on here. The financial situation doesn't look good. And you can't depend on the government or anybody else to take care of it. You are on your own. That's why I became more self-sufficient than I ever was in my entire life. Back then, if you had a .22 rifle and a 20 gauge shotgun, you were set for hunting. We didn't hunt big game in Ohio back then. They didn't have deer season until the mid-70s. But things have changed. So when I started into this thing, I go, man, I haven't shot a .45 automatic for years, or a .30 caliber rifle, and I never had no need for it. But then when I looked at everything in general, what was going on in this country, I go, maybe. So anyway, now you see all these molds that I have. I have the molds, but that's why I don't do any reloading, as I had a break-in when I was at work. Single person, working night shift. I come home from work, door was flung open by the back door, and everything that was in the house was gone except for the .50 caliber muzzle loader. For some stupid reason they left that. They took everything else. So that's why Fuzzy doesn't reload. But anyway, so let's go look at some stuff here. I want you to see this. Back when I was doing this stuff, I want you to look at the price. $12.95. That was a RCBS 45 Colt 255 grain. I also have the RCBS 44 250 is a Keith style, just like the 421 that I got that has the hollow point that I won. Here's another, oh, that's the 9mm that I was loading yesterday, or casting, I'm sorry. There's a Onus, they became RCBS. That's 180 grain round nose. What's this one? There's another 30 caliber, it's 150. Okay, what's this? Oh, this is a good little, this is 358 495. It's a little 141 grain wad cutter. That's a very accurate little thing. Now here's the 358-429. It's a 168 watt semi-wide cutter. Let's see, this is a 314-299. It's a 200 grain. What's this one? This I never cast. I never got around to it. It's a 311-467, 177 grain. I never got around to using that. I never got around to using this either because they stole the... But it's a Lyman. It's a 41 cal, 215 grain for the 41 meg. Yep. Okay, what do we got here? This is a 45 Colt. Flat nose, 250 grain, 454, 190. What's this one? Another 45. That's for the semi or the automatics. 45 caliber semi-wide cutter, 200 grain, 452, 460. What do we got here? It's a 270, 150 grain. Let's see, what's this? 243, 95 grain. Let's see here. That's for the 22, your 22 caliber, your 223s and things like that. It's a 22 caliber, 55 grain bullet. And this one here is 257, 120 grain. And what's this one? Oh, this is a 32, 170 grain flat nose for your 32 special or your 8mm. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Anything I didn't use? No, that's not it. Then you got your NOE 432. Yeah. That's that hollow point for the 44 mag or something like that. This here, 452, 255. That was the very first bullet mold I ever bought. It was for the 45 Colt. And this is the 457, 405 grain flat nose for your 4570s. Like I said, they walked away with all those firearms and left me a lot smarter. Let's just say I became a lot smarter after that. So anyway, that's why Fuzzy got into reloading and casting and things like that, to be self-sufficient. Times haven't changed, people, since I started doing this. They really haven't. Well, here's that 45 or that 44 Keith. There's a price on it. $23.50. That was September 6, 1980. So that's why Fuzzy got into it. If you're smart, if you believe in self-sufficiency, if you believe in depending on yourself and not anybody else, get on the bandwagon. Thanks for watching.